Hi guys, so today we're doing my Cottage Roses mani. So this is it, and hopefully you can see it good on my fingers. Let me show you this and see if you can see it any better on this. I'm a little concerned about how well you're going to see it today, be able to see it, because it is really soft, and hopefully my tablet here will pick it up good enough so you can actually see how to do it. So let's give it a try. So I'm actually doing a couple techniques with this, and so the first one we're going to use the Florality number 2, and Florality 2, and the image on here actually is, somebody help me, there. The reason I picked this one off here, there's a bunch of pretty images on here, is because see how some of it is solid, and some of it's the thinner lines. And I wanted to use something that had some of the solid in there, because of the way I'm going to do this, so I could pick up more color that way, as opposed to something that just has a bunch of thin lines, you know, that's more open. So we're going to do this one, and I've already put, did I put this? I put LA Colors white. You can use any white. You can use regular polish, or you can use gel, either way. But I just did the polish already to save a little bit of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually use sharpies, kind of a fun thing going around. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the pink one and I'm going to color in the flowers. So I'm going to do this like that and just color the flower ones with pink. Get it as close as you can. Wherever there's a flower, I'm just going to color it with pink. And you can use whatever colors you want, but this is how I did this mani. My Cottage Roses mani. So I'm doing all the flowers in pink. And then I'm going to take a green one, and you can do a darker green, or you can do 2 greens, or however you want to do it, but I'm doing it with this green here. So if you can see the pink already done. And then I'm going to do the green ones. I hope you can see this. Maybe if I do it this way. I wish I could get it so it was closer. If I can get that glare off, might work too, huh? Let's try it that way. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to do all the rest of it, leaves and stuff. I'll do that in green. And I'm having a heck of a time with this glare today. Okay, I'm just going to hold it up like that, and I hope it's close enough. I'll show you up close too. Anyway, I'm just going to do all this in green that's left, like that. So see the green now with the pink? And like I said, you can do whatever colors you want. Now I'm going to take white. I'm going to take my Born Pretty white. You can use whatever white stamping polish you like that you have. And I'm going to put that over it. I'm using my Big Bling, I'm using my Big Bling Jumbo Clear Jelly Stamper, Bundle Monster Scraper, and I'll put the stuff in the information box at the end. So anyway, I'm just going to go over this, all that Sharpie ink with the white stamping polish. I'm going to cover the whole thing. I don't know if you have to or not, but that's the way I do it. So, and I found when I did the one on my fingers that I could actually do at least a couple or more with the same ink. Just adding new stamping polish. So just roll it over. Okay, so if you can see the image, pretty good. So I'm just going to place it where I want it. I'm going to try and get some of the big roses in here. I really like the big roses, and just kind of roll it on there. And it is really, like I said, it's really soft. So if you wanted to use, you know, dark or bright colors or whatever, you know, so that you could, you know, so it's not as pale, but I kind of want it to be really soft because it's kind of, you know, it's supposed to be kind of like a vintage cottage, you know, pretty soft, romantic you know, whatever, all the above. Okay, so on mine, what I did was I stamped it on like this, and then I took and did isolated the big flower that you see right there. And I added one more, so I'd have 2 big flowers on mine. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And like I said, I can still use the ink that's left on here for at least another time, but I'm just going to do it. I'm going to turn it so I can see it towards me. And I'm just going to do that there. Oops. Pay attention. Go over it. Yeah, I don't like it. Sorry. Well, this is like real life, right? You take too long and it dries, or you don't like how it's stamped. So let me see if I still have enough ink on here to get a good image or not. Yeah, it's good enough. Sometimes I just use it so I can have, like, you know, 2/3 of it or whatever too. Depends on where you're going to put it, but so I just kind of use my thumb to take off the excess, so I've got most of one flower, and I'm going to put that down here where it's, you know, it's a little bit, can you see it? A little bit sparse, but I got to hurry up or I won't be able to get it off, to come off. Okay, there. So I added that one down here, so if you can see that there's a, this is so soft, it's almost hard for me to see, trying to look at it backwards or upside down or whatever I'm doing. Okay, so there's one of the big ones there, and then I added the other big one down over here, right? Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let it dry just a minute. I'm going to use my Bundle Monster Smudge Free Top Coat so that my stamping image doesn't smear. I'm going to get this out of my way. And I'm going to go ahead and put a coat of this Bundle Monster Smudge Free Top Coat over it. I love this stuff. I think I say that every video, but it's true. It doesn't smudge. At least for me, it hasn't. Okay, so I went ahead and I put that on. And we're just going to let that dry. And then I'm going to do what they call lead lighting. So that's a second technique. And we're going to, now you can use, OPI has jellies that you can use, which is just a sheer tinted polish. There's some other brands. I think Moira might even have some that you can get too. I just made mine. I made them out of alcohol ink and clear polish. So I made my own names on them. So we're going to use this really light one, light pink on there. And you can use any colors you want, but that's what I did for this mani that I have on right there. Is I used this light one, and I just wanted to, it's pretty like it is, but I just wanted to add a little color on some of the petals, like I did on mine. I wanted it kind of, you know, to have sort of a watercolor, you know, look to it, real soft. So we're going to do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and and it doesn't take very much, just a little bit on the end of your brush. Now you can use a detail brush if you're more comfortable doing that, you know, but I'm doing it this way. And you don't have to cover the whole petal, you know, just, oh, I wish I could get it so you guys can really see what the heck I'm doing better. See if that works. Okay, anyway, so that big flower up here, I'm just going to take and I'm going to add a little bit here on the petal. Can't even see where I'm driving. Okay, and a little bit more on that petal. Just, it doesn't have to be perfect, unless, you know, however you're happy with it. You need to get a little bit more. So I got to turn it towards me, sorry. I can't do it as well the other way. Okay, so can you see where I've added it on this one up here? So now they're filled in a little bit with that sheer pink on the petals. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that on that second one too. You don't have to. You could just leave this one, you know. Where is it? Oh, you can hardly see it. This one down here, this one down here, you could just leave that one and not color in the petals, but I want to color in the petals. I'm just going to add a little bit. I'm just kind of dabbing a little bit on the petals. A little more here. A little more here. Okay, let me look at it so I can see what I got going here. I'm gonna add a little more there. Okay, so you can see, you know, it's not a big deal. Actually, it's pretty easy, kind of fun. And so I want to add a little bit of green. So I call this one forest green. You know, you can see it's kind of like a forest green, but you could do whatever color you wanted to. I just want to add a little bit where either the leaves are really super pale, or where I want leaves to be. I'm going to just add a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of a leaf-ish shape, and just kind of add it wherever I want to add it. So a little bit there, a little swoop there, a little swoop up here, a little bit over here. You can do it in a leaf-ish shape if you want. Doesn't have to be exact, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to do a little bit there. So see how I've added just a little bit of darker green to give it a little bit of contrast, just like I have in, you know, the ones that I did on me. So if you can see that, I hope, good. So anyway, so just let it dry a little bit. And also, you know, if you want to, if you don't think the centers of those flowers have a dark enough pink to give it enough contrast, you can, you know, add a darker pink or red or, you know, whatever you want. I'm going to add a little bit of this. It's kind of a raspberry pink. And I'm just going to kind of dab just a little bit more in the center to give it a little bit more color, a little more contrast. And this one over here, because this one's quite a bit lighter. So see that? So I added that, and let me see. I think that's good enough. I don't think I need to add any more than that. So that gives you some contrast on those big flowers. And then I'm going to go ahead and just let it dry for a minute. And we'll, you could blow dry it just a little bit if you want to make it go. Oh, I unplugged it. I guess I can't. Sorry. Okay, well, it'll be dry really quick. It doesn't take very long for those jellies to dry. And this time I don't need to use the smudge free because I already sealed in the stamping lines. So at this point, I'm just going to put a top coat on it. And you could do it with your regular top coat, your quick dry, whatever you like at this point. If you've already, you know, put a smudge free over the stamping part. Or you could even use a gel top coat if you want to. But I'm going to stick with regular polish. And you can do it, you know, the base coat with regular or gel as well, but I did do regular polish. And so I'm just going to put some, I'm using Creative Nails Fast Dry Top Coat, and I just wipe it down the middle and then side to side, like that, like that, like that. Okay, so now you got your top coat on, and we're done. That's all there is to it. And I will go ahead and, like I said, list everything I used in the information box. And please like and subscribe so that when I make new ones, which will be soon, they'll send you notification. I really hope this helped. And anyway, I'll talk to you next time, hopefully. See you soon. Thank you, girls. Bye.